Hello, welcome back to Goddess and the Geek. I'm gonna do a little follow-up video of the feeding of the bees, some of the results of that. I think you can see behind me the coffee can feeders working pretty good. I did have to make a little modification to those, and not so happy with the big tub feeder, and you'll see why. But I'm also going to get into the hives. I want to replace a bottom board in one of them that when the hives swarmed, I did not have time to get it painted, and I had to hurry up and put the bees in a house, in the hive. So I am going to replace that one so I can paint the other bottom board over the winter. And I also want to do a little hive beetle mitigation, because I noticed when we were in there last week a lot of hive beetles in the one hive. So I'm going to try to get in there and put some hive beetle traps in. First time I've used these, so we'll give those a try. All right, thanks. I'm not that pleased with this feeder, and I will show you why. It's been 2 days since I filled it up, and it's empty. But what really makes me mad is look at all the dead bees in there. We had got a lot of dead bees. I'm not pleased at all with the amount of dead bees. I'm going to see if I can dump them out here. As you can see, there's still some on the mat. But that is not cool. I'm not happy. Too many dead bees. And I suspect what might have happened, there's still some in there, is we set them into such a feeding frenzy. They started robbing, I think, the other hives, the weak hives. And I failed to put entrance reducers on them like I should have. See if we can get some of the dead bees off of this. Because I have a little water, sugar water left over. I'll go ahead and pour in here. But again, I'm not so pleased with my end result here. And you can see that's a yellow jacket. Yeah. I'm asking for trouble, not that there's yellow jackets out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour what's left of this in here. It's just a little bit. So hopefully I won't kill any bees. But I don't want to leave that sit around either. And we'll put the lid back on. Oh, yellow jacket. I don't like yellow jackets. All right. I'll show you the entrance reducers here real quick. Okay, here's my entrance reducers on the front of the hives. They're just pieces of wood, little holes that'll help restrict the opening and make it easier for the bees to defend the hive. This one over here is my strong hive. It's the strongest one. This one is one of the weaker ones. And when I checked the sugar water in him that we filled up Saturday, a couple days ago, he still had about a quarter left. The one at the back that I filled up was dry. So what I think happened was all this sugar water out here sent them all into a feeding frenzy, and they started robbing the weaker hives. And actually we might have a little fighting going on right there. So not cool. So hopefully these entrance reducers will keep the other bees out, make it easier for the weaker hives to defend themselves, and they'll quit robbing. But Sunday afternoon, the goddess and I went out and we came back, and the bees were everywhere. They were all over the carport. They were swarming everywhere. And yesterday while I was at work, the goddess was texting me, afraid to come out of the house because of bees all over the carport and everywhere, and the feeding frenzy, and I think robbing each other. So hopefully these entrance reducers will help with that. I am probably not gonna open feed much anymore and just work on using the top hive feeders like with on this hive here, and try to stick with that and the entrance reducers here to try to keep the robbing from going on. So hopefully this will work better and these hives will get built up good for winter. This is one of the problems with open feeding the bees. I get in trouble. The goddess is not happy. My daughter is not happy either. You can see they're all over the carport. I don't know if you can see them there, all over her pruners. They're loving what's ever on the handle of her pruners for some reason. And they are just flying around all over the carport. I don't know if you can see them, but they are just everywhere over here. They ran in the house. They're a little nervous. As long as you move around here slow, they're not going to bother you. But they're just everywhere in the garden, getting some water out of the bird bath there. We keep the bird baths with water in them. Give them some water so they can get some drinks. I don't know if you can see them over there around the heat pump. But bees everywhere, all over the carport, and the goddess isn't happy. That means I'm in trouble. So here they are on the on her pruners again. I don't know what, something she grows they like. All right. Hopefully I'll be allowed to sleep in the house tonight. I think the first thing we will do is replace the bottom board in this hive. Get the old smoker ready here. Let's see what we got. Bees. Now this one is probably my second strongest hive. And one of my meaner ones. Why they gotta be so mean, I don't know. Here comes the bees. We'll probably have a lot of bees here when I open this sucker up. Maybe we'll get lucky and see what we can see. Yeah. Lots of bees. This was the one we were in last week. It had a lot of honey. A little bit too much space over here for me on this one side. Yeah, they don't want to. These frames are well glued in. I don't think I'm going to mess with this one too much. I want to see if I can get them apart. See what we got down here in the second box. I got them glued together quite well. Good grief. I don't like standing in front of the hives, but I don't have a choice here. Usually better to work them from the back. These suckers. It's either this is not coming apart or it's so full of honey I can't pick it up. just glued together like there's no tomorrow. Beekeeping is hot, dirty work. It's hot in these suits. Come on now. Why you gotta be this way? I'm not going as I planned. I'm wondering if they don't have these frames waxed together. So it looks like it should be coming apart. And these bees are not at all happy with me. One young lady over here really agitated. Wowie. This is more than I bargained for, I'll tell you what. Well, crap. I slipped and I exposed a little honey. I don't want to do that because I don't want to start a feeding frenzy. Have the other hive next door here robbing. This one has a lot of honey in this hive. That makes me happy. All these frames. Ooh, this isn't honey. These darker ones in the middle are capped brood. That's where the queen has laid eggs. I'm trying to see, I don't see any eggs. The bees might be hatching off of these. So all that is capped brood, the empty cells where the bees have emerged. There's more on this side. I'm looking to see if I can see the queen. I don't see her. I was really hoping she was just down in the bottom of the box. Not up here on the top. This one's all honey on this side, all honey on this side. Okay. Calm the ladies down. My risk here is squishing the queen and killing her this late in the year would be probably very, very bad. Especially if there's no eggs that they can start making a new queen out of. Okay, let's try this again. mercy, come on now. I think I got it. There we go. There's my problem. Well, I don't like what I see in here. There's a lot of empty frames. Ideally they'd have, and I need to clean all this off. They're not going to like me for. Ideally, they would have bottom box full of babies and brood, and the top box full of honey for winter. Because as we know, heat rises and the bees will ball up in the wintertime in the hive to keep themselves warm, and they follow the heat up to the top. And that's why we want all the honey up in the top of the hive. Clean up this burr comb here. I have my hive all stuck together. And there's some honey in here, and these bees are going to smell it and go crazy. I might put this stuff back down in the hive while I clean it up. Okay. Now, yeah, I know you're all upset with me. There we go. Set you down. Try not to squish any bees. Now, this is my screen bottom board. Move this out the way here. With the screen for ventilation. Now we got lots of man bees. Everywhere, everywhere. Okay. Let me get this sucker back together. These calm down. Oh, that's heavy. There's a lot of under some in there. Which is good. Okay. Oh no! Some of my bees fell out and I stepped on them. I really hope the queen wasn't in there. Oh, good grief, this is heavy. That means I'm probably going to squish some more bees. This is definitely not going the way I wanted it to. I really hope I just didn't squish my queen. Seeing if I can see him. Okay. Actually, I want to adjust this a little bit. Slid on the side here. Get him in the middle. Can't get in a hurry with these guys or gals. And I made this mistake of doing just that. I'm going to take this stuff. I'm going to leave it up here where they can clean the honey out of it. And we'll clean that up next time. Okay. Did not go definitely as smoothly as I wanted it to. Because I know I lost some bees. And I'm very concerned about my queen. All that shuffling around. I probably should not have done that. But I wanted to switch out that bottom board so I could paint. So let's check out our bee feeder here. And it's full of bees. And oh, there's still a little left in there. Which we'll top it off here. Momentarily. Ow! I just got stung. Whew! These guys are not happy at all. So I got stung. I'm going to put some smoke on that. Keep them from stinging me again. They stung me through my bib overalls. I should have had my what do you call it? Duluth fire hose pants on. So what I want to do is this here. Woo, that burns. Okay. I want to try to put a beetle trap or two in this one. Let me go grab one of them. These suckers aren't cooperating too well though. So this is the hive beetle trap, and you fill it probably a quarter full with vegetable oil. And what happens is put it on top of the frames, and the bees will chase the hive beetles around, which I don't see any right now. And when they chase them around, they'll run down in here and get stuck in the oil and get trapped. So that's the plan for these. Dang, that sting is still hurting. I'm worried that stinger is still in there. And you don't want to pinch it because you'll squeeze more venom in. Ideally, you'll scrape my thing here and see if I can scrape it out through my jeans. I ain't gonna pull my jeans up and expose my leg, that's for sure. But anyway, we can get this queen excluder off because I didn't want the queen getting up in the feeder and drowning. Glue it down here. More bees flying around and upset with me. Come on, smoker. Do your thing. And I'm scared I've started a feeding frenzy here. I'm going to slide these over a little bit. Even more in the middle. Yeah, this box is not near as full as the other one. Let's see what we can do. I know, ladies, you are not... Okay. That looks pretty good to me. You can see it in there. I'm going to set it in between these frames. And see if we catch any. I think I'll do one more. That'll do the trick. Slide it over here. Back. Now, let's see if we can get this hive back together. Okay, got some dead bees here and other ones that are just stuck. Okay. I know, you are... This does not want to slide now. So I'm going to try not to squish my ladies. Alright. Add some sugar syrup here. There's a few dead bees around in there. Maybe if I feed them, they'll be happy with me again. There's a hive beetle. Here in the sugar syrup. Come here. Nope, he got away. I was going to try and show him to you. I don't know if you got to see him or not. Alright. Too many dead bees. I don't like all these dead bees. One friend of the goddess and ours, they keep bees. They don't mess with the bees as much as I mess with them. And I'm debating whether to take on that tactic. They tell me the bees know what to do, but once you put them in a box, and I think there's some responsibility there to help take care of them. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I think I've done enough damage. I guess we have an opportunity here to talk about bee stings. I came in the house because I didn't want to pull my pant leg up here and expose it to the bees outside. So what happens is the bee, I do believe she stung me through my coveralls right there, if you can see the red spot. And what I like to do, if at all possible, as soon as I get stung, I take the smoker and I smoke the heck out of that spot. Because when they sting you, they leave a pheromone to the other bees that say, sting here. Here is a spot. So the rest of them will come along and try to sting you in the same spot. I don't want that to happen. So the best way, the stinger's already gone, probably because it came through here. And here comes the frou-frou dog. She's got to investigate everything as well. That's Perla. But anyway, the stinger will go in there. Sometimes they'll leave a sac on the bottom of it, and it'll keep pumping venom in. Since she stung me through my jeans, oh, you don't want to swat at them when they do that either. That'll just help drive the venom in there even more. And the other deal is, you want to take a credit card or your driver's license. This is my hive tool, and you just want to try to scratch that stinger out, get that sac off of it, because again, you don't want to pinch it and drive more of the venom in there. And that stinger injects the venom down into your leg, and from what I've read and understand, the venom actually breaks down red blood cells, and that is that's why they get so itchy, and it'll get big and red and swollen depending on how much venom it gets in there. And I think I actually got stung twice. I think I got stung on the other knee, but it didn't get through as well. And after the bee stings you, the stinger goes into your skin. She will eventually fly off, and a lot of times if you don't swat her, when she goes to fly off, she'll pull the stinger back out herself. I'm guessing the stinger got caught in my pant legs, or when she flew off that she took the stinger back out with her. It's probably stuck in my pant leg though. But anyway, there's no stinger in there. And what I will do is I'm going to put some of the Goddess's salve on here to help a little bit. It'll help a little with just the surface. And she's made this out of, if I remember right, chickweed, comfrey, plantain, beeswax. So I'll put a little bit of that on there. And eucalyptus is in there, I can smell it. But that will help with some of the surface stuff. But because the bee injects it down in, it's not going to help with everything that got down in. And for that, put some ice on there, take some Benadryl. I still got another beehive to work on, so I don't want to do that either. Everybody's concerned about me. Isn't that nice? But anyway, that's how I deal with the bee stings. I'll probably get stung again. I try not to get stung again. Everything I've heard is the more you get stung, the more you get stung, the more likely you are to develop allergic reaction. So my goal is to not get stung, because I do not want to get allergic to the bee stings and have to quit keeping bees. So I'm not doing so good today. I got stung. I'm worried about the queen in that hive. One more beehive to go, and then maybe we'll look at the coffee can feeders. These guys. Alrighty, I got the other feeder filled up, and it was maybe still 3/4 full, which I'm happy about, because that tells me the bees are probably getting food somewhere else, and that makes me happy. I'm hopefully there's still some nectar and stuff going on out here that they can get. But I did modify my coffee can feeder. I was going to show you what I did. I don't think they were getting quite the flow that they wanted to. And instead of just a little hole in the lip, I actually took the smallest drill bit I had and drilled some holes right there. There's one, there's another, probably about 4 all the way around, to help with the sugar syrup flow down into the lid. And I did that because the sugar syrup wasn't going down very fast, and I think the bees were getting frustrated trying to get it out. So I went ahead and modified it, and I think it works better now. So I'm going to fill these up, and I guess we can take another look at them after I get them full. And that'll probably be all the bee work for today. Today wasn't all I had hoped it to be. I didn't do so well back there at that one hive that I swapped the bottom board out on. I'm really hoping I didn't squish my queen, and that hive will be okay. And we got all the feeders topped off. Got stung at least once. Hopefully you learned a little bit about that. And yeah, I really, bee in my face. I really hope I don't repeat that anytime soon. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Got more to come tomorrow. We're helping out with a run, and tomorrow, the next video we're planning on making tomorrow is going to be about ham radio and how we use it to help out. So should be fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and you enjoyed this one. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.